What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the AM, guys. Welcome back to 5 Minute Rants. I'm your host, Michael Abernathy, and welcome to the show predicated on the journey of life and business. So today, guys, I want to talk about outcomes from work, and I think this is really important because you only have three options in really simplistic form. You only have three options for outcomes of work. You have addition, you have multiplication, you have exponential outcomes. And the goal is really to get to exponential outcomes. So that way, when you are actually doing work, everything moves forward exponentially. So the results you're getting, the outcomes you're getting really are exponential, and it's not just additional. And so I want to go through and talk about each of these and the way that you do this. And this is one of the reasons for building. So one of the reasons why you build and create is to actually franchise the work and franchise your abilities and skill sets, or whatever you actually need to transfer, whether it's in business, whether it's at home in life, whether you're, teaching your kids, raising them, so on and so forth. The whole point is to really transfer what you have. And now here's the thing. As individuals, we can only get a 1 + 1 + 1 result, or an addition result for any work that we do. So if I sit down and begin working on a list of tasks or to-dos in my life that need to be accomplished, that's addition. I'm only adding my time and my output for completion of that task to get just one additional step forward, if that makes sense. And I'm saying this because addition is the easiest way to work, and oftentimes because we're people and we're humans, we take the path of least resistance. And this is why so many people just trade time for money. I'll go up to my job, I'll show up, I'll go up there and I'll go work, and then I'll come home after I do a bunch of tasks and spend 8 hours working, and I'll get paid. And that's addition. Multiplication is when you actually begin building or leading people, and then you begin investing in them to help them achieve better outcomes, and the function of the team actually achieving better outcomes. So your additional work then actually gets multiplied and spread out through multiple people, multiple systems or processes, to where it's not just addition, it's multiplication, right? And so if you actually want to multiply your time, and this is why there's more money in leadership than oftentimes task-based work. And don't get me wrong, there's a lot of task-based work that pays you really well, depending on the industry, depending on where you're at, depending on how hard it is to actually become that individual. For instance, you're only going to make money if you are doing things that people can't do, or doing things that people won't do. That's really simply the two ways to make money. And when you are in leadership, there's oftentimes more money because your efforts are now multiplied. And so every time you perform a task or do work, it gets disseminated throughout a team. And then the outcome is exponential. Excuse me, not exponential. The outcome is really multiplied. So part of the way you actually get into multiplication is through leading people and through investing and building in teams, right? Through investing and building in processes, and really simply creating a place to where people can come and then tasks get completed over and over. And sometimes it's not just through people, it can be through tool sets, it can be through inventions, different things like that. Like we're watching that happen with AI, to where all efforts are multiplied radically quicker and faster. Exponential is when you are actually training leaders that then invest in teams. And so your one task actually disseminates among leaders into teams, or into a bigger system that actually produces more leverage, to produce a better outcome. Now, why am I talking about all this? I am talking about all this because it is very important to know where you're spending your time and what work you're doing. It's so important to know what type of work you're doing and how to move forward. If you don't know what you're doing, if you don't know who you are, and if you don't know what you should do, you're not going to move forward in life. You'll actually end up failing along the way. And the point of this too is, especially if you're in leadership and you're doing addition type work, you're not actually leading the team to multiply, you will end up failing in leadership. And that's where micromanagement comes in. If you are a micromanager as a leader and you can't figure out how to stop micromanaging, this is one of the reasons, because you're just trying to do task-based work. And multiplication has several different dimensions to it that allow it to be what it is. And I could talk about that later. But the thing is you're not going to be a very good leader if you're just doing task-based work. And so anyways, I'm out of time, guys, so I'll catch you later. Peace.